All right, what is poppin', local service business owners who are ideally watching this video to get more leads, because that's why you're here, right? You want to grow your business, and I'm just another dude on the internet showing you how to do so. So anyways, if you don't know me, my name's Tyler Smurs. I've helped over 90 local service-based businesses at the time of this filming dominate locally on Instagram, Facebook, Meta, get leads and build brand at the same time. And today I'm going to share with you the ad strategy that we use. We teach it. We also implement it for our clients on a done for you basis. We don't say like, you must do this package or this, or it's, one offer, one avatar, one whatever to a million. We give our clients the option, whether they want to learn it or us to do it for them. So kind of a cool little unique value prop, but I'm going to go over it in detail with you guys. You can take it, use it, run with it, hopefully get results, and then you want to use us to scale further. So anyways, here it is, no sauce unturned. If you have any questions, please drop them down below in the comments, but I know you're busy and you have a business to run. So let's just get right into it. Here we go. How the social scaling system works. So we have a simple 3-step approach. One is our local hybrid ad strategy. So no other agency that I know of does this. All right. There might be some copycats popping up now. If you're a marketing agency watching this, like, have fun. But there's a problem and a solution. I'm going to break it down in further detail and you can implement this. It crushes. So the problem is you can bake the best pizza in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it does not matter, because it's not always about being the best. It's about being the best known. Right? You might do amazing work, but if Tommy down the street is better known, he's going viral, or he's running ads, or he knows the right strategy and the best practices, he's going to blow you out of the water just because he's dominating this thing that people spend 8 hours, a day on. And so we want to be where the attention is, not to sound all Gary V like, but it is true. So the solution is we run a dual ad system that delivers immediate in-market leads while also building local brand dominance at the same time. So we get leads today to feed our guys today, to build the business today, but we also got to build a moat around our business for the brand of tomorrow, right? Because we want to stay in business. The goal is not to start a business, it's to stay in business. And so we got to build a moat long-term. You could just run Google ads your whole life, but you're not building any type of leverage, moat, anything around your business. You're just paying for clicks. And then the second you shut that off, you're cooked. By the way, we like Google ads. Like, we run them for a few of our clients, but I do like Meta more just because it builds brand, and brand is more important. Brand is massive, right? If you're just starting, like you just start a business and you're not even at like making 10K a month yet, then I would still focus on content and brand, but do more cold calling, door knocking, like do more direct response type activities. You don't need to go all in on brand. But you're starting doing the 20K plus mark, 50, 100K a month. Then you really need to start focusing on brand, and it's going to pay off long-term. I built mine, and we practice what I preach. Now all of our clients come to me through YouTube or Instagram. They see this content, they book a call with the link in the description down below, and then they become a client. And we install these same strategies into their businesses. So it's not like we're saying run Google ads, but then we're over here running Meta ads or whatever, right? So anyways, that's the problem. The solution is we run both, a dual ad system like I just talked about. So the intent-based lead ads deliver immediate, like in-market leads with a lot of friction, qualifying questions, people who raise their hand, they give you their name, email, phone number, they answer questions, and then we've got to hit these guys immediately, right? You're going to get some crap leads. No one will ever just give you amazing leads every single time. But there's ways to filter it out, training the pixel properly, proper questions, speed of lead. Like, there's things we can implement to make sure lead quality goes up. Even if your cost per lead is a little higher than normal or average, I don't care if you're closing more of them, right? Because at the end of the day, the most important metric when you're running ads is ROI. It's return on ad spend. Those are two separate, return on investment, return on ad spend, you get it. So that is intent-based leads. Number 2 are local brand ads. These are follower ads in your local area that put your name everywhere in your market so your prospects recognize you before they ever opt in, before they ever reach out to you. They're in your spider web. Now, if you just rely on follower ads, that's fine, right? Especially if you're hitting more the follower angle, the brand angle. That's what we did for a long time. Cool. But you also want to feed your guys. You want to stay in business. You want people who are more active and ready to buy today. And let me just tell you guys, if you've never ran ads before and you're thinking about running ads on Meta, there is a difference between cold leads and referrals. When you're running ads to cold traffic, people who don't know, like, or trust you yet, they will be harder to close than people who are referrals from Tom. All right. So referrals will always be king. They're nice, right? Except we can't consistently, predictably rely on referrals. So in order to speed that up, we got to crack ads. And so that means getting better at sales, overcoming objections, having a sales process. Do we do a 1-call close, a 2-call close? Do we qualify them? What questions do we ask? There's a whole process that needs to be done if you are going to run ads profitably at scale, because it's a matter of how fast can we get there, right? So we need to be able to have a process in place instead of just saying these leads don't know me or they don't, whatever. We need to warm them up. We need to build that trust. And so this is what we do in step 2, which I'll get to in a minute, but I digress. So we have full funnel coverage. All right. Ads hit both ready to buy and warming buyers. And so demand compounds instead of resetting every single month. You're building a moat around your business, right? Think of a castle. You got a river around the castle with alligators. That's what you're building when you build a brand. Great analogy. Not really, but you get the point. So the result is consistent inbound calls and becoming the best known service in your niche locally, right? We don't care if we go viral if 99% of the people who see the reel or see your post don't live in your city because they can't pay you cold, hard cash. And we're all watching this video trying to get leads, trying to get more business. So at the end of the day, it's not about views and numbers. It boosts your ego, sure. It's about the bank account. It's about what was my return on ad spend from running this ad? And so many people think they just try it out for themselves because they want to save money, and then they blow money on Meta and they end up costing themselves time and money, not doing it the right way. So just please keep that in mind. So we have brand ads and we have lead ads. So brand ads, like I talked about, the follower ads, these go to your high quality content on your page. All right. And then we get into DM qualification. If they're not qualified or they're not ready, then we still nurture them on social media with our content and stories until they are ready to buy. Not everybody who follows you in your renovation account, right, is going to follow you and then pay you $30,000 for a new remodel the very next day. Especially the higher ticket services, it's a longer sales cycle than, pressure washing, right? So that's that. This is the one side of the funnel. The other are lead ads, all right? And then this is where you get name, email, phone number. If they're qualified, we call them, and then they become a client. But both lead to the client step. And so you're working on top of funnel awareness while also getting bottom of funnel leads. And then we hit them with some retargeting ads as well to help them convert. And retargeting ads are amazing because you'll get the cheapest leads who actually know you, because it's like when someone follows you, they're just constantly going to get hit with your ads again and again and again. So these, we've spent $30,000 on retargeting ads just for ourselves, and they crush. But number 2, that brings me to, is high quality content. So we have the ads, right? But the ads alone don't build trust. We need content. And like I just said, ads alone are not enough. Leads don't trust you yet. They scroll your Instagram page, they hesitate and ghost because your content doesn't answer the questions they're already thinking. So the solution is simple content that shows you know your stuff, answering the questions that customers always ask, pre-handling the most common objections you get. You can educate people and warm them up through your content. So by the time they get on the phone with you, they feel like they already like, know, and trust you. It's more of a, hey, here's a couple questions I have. All right, how do I sign up? Let's go. Or let's move forward. You still want to be good at sales, right? Do not get me wrong. But it makes the sales guy's job so much easier when you have the content that pre-positions yourself as an expert and as a dominant authority in your niche locally. So these work because it builds trust, handles objections, educates without selling, and it warms up the leads. So the result are better leads, easier sales calls, higher close rates, and customers reaching out already trusting you instead of shopping you against everyone else. It also allows you to charge more because when you have a brand built, like Jordan from State 48, or Nick, or Brad, these are all past clients of us. Some are still active actually, but now they have a brand. Now they have a brand. You can go look them up on social media and they're all crushing, right? And so they've established themselves as an authority in their niche. So it's really cool to see this play out. And then let me get out of that. And then lastly, our systems to scale. I have a sales call in 3 minutes, so I got to wrap this up. But systems to scale. Okay, so the problem is even when marketing starts working, Most businesses hit a ceiling, leads come in, there's no structure behind it. There's no clear numbers, no process, none of that. So we install a system to track when you should spend more on ads and when you should spend less. Because at the end of the day, cool, you might be getting a return on ad spend or an ROI, but you want to know for every dollar you're putting in, how many are you getting out? And you got to update this. You got to track this. Like, you got to know what's your average customer acquisition cost? What's your average LTV per customer? Can you scale profitably? Are you going to scale yourself into the ground, right? If your customer acquisition cost is $1,000 and your LTV is $800 for the total lifetime of that customer, you're cooked. You're going to scale yourself into the ground, right? So you got to know your numbers and then know when you should spend more, when you should spend less, and that way you can predictably scale. And so we have KPI sheets and all this good stuff. If you want a link to this Gamma Doc, you can click the link in the description. You can also click the link in the description to book a call with myself, see if I can actually help you or not. If not, no worries, we'll help point you in the right direction. But please feel free to drop a comment, like, subscribe, and any other videos you'd like us to make, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk soon.